She met him on a dating app in March. By April, he was sending her good morning texts every single day. By May, he was telling her she was his soulmate. By June, he had a crisis. His oil rig in the Gulf had a problem. He needed $15,000 just temporarily, just until his money cleared. She sent it. Then another emergency. Then another. By October, she had sent $340,000. She had never met him in person. He did not exist. Romance fraud is the fastest growing financial crime in the world. In 2023, Americans alone reported losing $1.3 billion to romance scams, and that's only what was reported. Experts believe actual losses are 3 to 5 times higher, because victims are too embarrassed to come forward. The average victim loses $50,000. But the cases we know about range into the hundreds of thousands, and in some documented instances, over $1 million. The victims are not naive. They are not stupid. They are not lonely old people who don't know how the internet works. They are professionals. Doctors. Lawyers. Engineers. Teachers. People with advanced degrees and successful careers who are simply human. And the people running these operations are not lone wolves. They are organized criminal enterprises, many operating out of West Africa and Southeast Asia, running dozens of relationships simultaneously, with scripts, supervisors, and performance metrics. Today we're going to explain exactly how it works, because understanding the mechanism is the only protection against it. The romance scam follows a playbook so consistent that law enforcement has given it a name: love bombing. Phase 1: The perfect match. The scammer creates a profile designed to appeal to a specific target demographic. Usually, a widowed or divorced professional, 45 to 65 years old, on a mainstream dating platform. The profile is aspirational. A successful engineer on an oil rig. A military officer deployed overseas. A surgeon working with Médecins Sans Frontières. Handsome. Accomplished. Emotionally available. The photos are stolen from real people, often fitness influencers or minor celebrities from other countries whose images aren't widely recognized in the target country. Phase 2: Intensive contact. Within days of matching, the scammer begins intensive contact. Good morning messages. Good night messages. Long voice notes. Detailed questions about the target's life, family, hopes, dreams. This is love bombing, overwhelming a target with affection and attention at a pace that bypasses normal relationship development. Most healthy relationships develop slowly. Trust builds incrementally. Love bombing accelerates this artificially, creating the sensation of deep connection within weeks. The target isn't stupid. They know it seems fast. But it also feels wonderful. And the scammer is skilled at addressing doubts before they solidify. I know this is fast. But I've never felt this way. Have you? Phase 3: The obstacle. The relationship cannot progress to meeting in person. There is always an obstacle. The oil rig. The military deployment. The overseas contract. This conveniently explains why all communication stays digital. Phase 4: The crisis. After weeks or months of relationship building, the first crisis arrives. A medical emergency. Equipment that needs replacing. A customs problem with a business shipment. A fee to release a large sum of money. The ask is usually reasonable the first time. $500. $1,000. Just until things clear up. Why does it keep working even after the first payment? Because the scammer is a psychologist. After the first payment, the target has made an investment, financial and emotional. They have skin in the game. The next crisis is slightly larger. But ending the relationship now would mean admitting the first payment was a mistake. It would mean the entire relationship was fake. The human mind resists that conclusion with extraordinary force. This is called the sunk cost fallacy, the tendency to continue investing in something because of what we've already put in, not because of what we'll get out. The scammer also uses intermittent reinforcement, the same psychological mechanism that makes gambling addictive. Between crises, the relationship is wonderful, loving, intimate. The contrast makes the crises feel survivable. After each payment, there is relief. The crisis resolves. The relationship continues. The target is rewarded for paying. Until the next crisis. A woman in California, a retired nurse, sent $1.1 million to a man she believed was a surgeon working in Syria. She sold her house. When investigators showed her evidence that the photos were stolen from a Brazilian fitness model, she didn't believe them. She had been in the relationship for 2 years. He knew everything about her. Her children's names. Her medical history. Her fears. How could that all be fake? It can be fake because the scammer's job is to know everything about you. That's not love. That's research. How do you recognize a romance scam? The FBI has published a list of warning signs, and they all point to the same core pattern. Professes love very quickly. Claims to be overseas or otherwise unable to meet. Always has a reason why video calls don't work. Eventually needs money for an emergency. Asks for wire transfers, gift cards, or cryptocurrency, not bank transfers. The last point is critical. Gift cards and cryptocurrency are chosen specifically because they are irreversible. Wire transfers can sometimes be recalled. Gift card codes cannot. But the most important thing to understand is this. The warning signs don't help much once you're in love. That's why these scams work on smart people. The emotion is real, even if the person isn't. The grief when you discover the truth is real grief for a real relationship that happened to be built on fabricated foundations. The best protection is before the relationship starts. Run the profile photos through Google reverse image search before you invest emotionally. If someone you've never met is professing love within weeks, pause. And if they ever need money, regardless of the reason, regardless of how real the relationship feels, that is the moment to call someone you trust in real life. Subscribe. New case every Friday. And share this one, because right now, someone you know is in phase 2.